Hello and welcome back. So earlier this week, I saw a video and a guy was making yogurt bark. He had like 5 different kinds that he made, and there was one called peanut butter and jelly. And I was like, sign me up. I like yogurt. I like peanut butter. I like jelly. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches still to this day. So that's the plan for this week, is to check out how to make yogurt bark. So I hope you stick around. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and don't forget to leave me a comment and a like on this video. So let's get to it. I'm gonna be making 2 batches because he said to do it with a yogurt that has a lot of fat in it. And the only one that I had on hand was a Greek yogurt non-fat plain. And then of course it's me. So I had to go to the store because I was like, let's test it and see if it works better. So this is a whole milk plain yogurt, and you can already kind of tell between the two of them. This is the Chobani, and it's just like a little bit thinner than the whole milk plain yogurt that I bought. So we'll see which one comes out better, and hopefully this is actually like a hit with Robert and I, and this will be in the rotation because it's no bake, which is, as you know, something that I love. So he said 1 cup of yogurt, and then 1.5 tablespoons of honey for each, or you can use maple syrup, whatever you have on hand. We have both, but no bake, it doesn't really have to be exact, which is perfect for me. A 1/4 cup of peanut butter, and he had like heated his up or melted it just to make it a little bit easier to stir in. So I just put 1/2 cup in for about 30 seconds, and then we'll try and kind of divvy this up as evenly as possible. All right, and then 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then just mix this up really well. This is your base, your yogurt base, and then you use toppings. And do toppings however you want. We ended up with, we have sugar-free strawberry jam to use for the jelly part of this. So then of course we got strawberries, sliced up some strawberries to put on top as well. And then chopped up some pecans. All right, so that's the whole milk one, and then we'll get the Greek yogurt one going. Again, that's the non-fat, so I guess because of the fat in it, it makes it like harden up easier or better, because these you freeze and then you leave them in the freezer until you're ready to eat them. With his version, he also had added protein powder, but I don't generally do protein powders. It actually doesn't look like there's too much of a difference between the two. That's the Chobani, the Greek, non-fat Greek, and then here's the whole milk. So I don't see a huge difference between them. So I guess we'll find out when they freeze which one freezes better. So on a baking sheet with parchment paper, just spread it out. He said to do it thin. Obviously it freezes faster if it's thin, probably comes apart easier, sort of like the chocolate peanut butter bark, Christmas bark. The thinner it is, the easier it is to get it apart. All right, so they actually spread about the same. The whole milk, full fat, whatever yogurt actually seems to spread like easier or thinner than the Greek. And then of course, since I'm testing it, I did mark, since it's on the same tray, that this is the Greek and then that's the milk. So then all you do is he had 3 tablespoons of jam. I don't know. I put jam into a 1/4 cup, and then just you drizzle it on. So you kind of warm it up just a little bit. So I have about a 1/4 cup of strawberry preserves here. And then you just kind of drizzle it on. Mine's not as pretty as his. I used the Smucker's, the sugar-free. and then just drizzled it on. And then what he does is he takes a fork and just kind of swirls it through to kind of distribute it. Also, his looked really pretty when he did it. Mine's not gonna look quite like that. But I guess it's more of the does it taste good than does it look pretty. Mine looks more like finger painting. So yeah, not as pretty as his, but I don't care. I hope it tastes good. Then what he did was he put some chopped strawberries on the top. I bet you if you had like blueberry jam or like raspberry jam, that would be really good. All right, and then chopped pecans. And again, he just kind of sprinkles everything over. Says it'll taste, if you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that it tastes like that. I wonder if like granola would be good on this. Walnuts maybe, depending on what jam you used. And then chocolate chips. Just kind of throwing mine on here. All right, and that's it. So the milk, and then the Greek yogurt. This in the freezer for 4 hours, and then we will get it out, and then you can cut it up into pieces as large as you would like or as small as you would like, and then it can stay in the freezer for up to 3 months in an airtight container, but it has to stay in the freezer until you're ready to eat it, because apparently it will kind of start to melt if you leave it out. Okay, yogurt bark is a hit, and it is like a dessert, like ice cream with toppings. It's delicious though. And I personally didn't notice any difference between the whole milk version that I made and then the Greek non-fat plain version that I made. They both froze the same, they both cut the same, and they both tasted the same to me. I will leave in the description below the yogurt base. So like what you always kind of start with, the yogurt, the honey or the maple syrup, and vanilla. That's pretty much it. And then it's really easy to double or triple this recipe, and it will not come out tasting odd like some do when you make a recipe, and if you go to double it and then it just doesn't turn out right. That's not the case with this. The video that I watched, he had 5 different kinds, and it was like there was a chocolate banana one, there was sort of like a tropical one, and then he had like a mixed berry one, which also sounds really good. But if you can think of anything that maybe you would like to have in it and you make a version, just comment and let me know. And if you've stuck around this long, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Like this video, and I'll see you next time.